Twisted Hate, that will be rad. Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. I want to finish the Twisted series. Oh, I don't want to wait like 6 months and then like forget all my. I'm gonna try to finish those this month and then get it out. Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. I have to finish that. I have to.
Wait, guys. I am pleased to announce that I am starting my Twisted Hate reading vlog. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? Like, I kept saying that like I would be reading it. I was putting in multiple TBRs. It was never getting read. Guys, I'm officially reading it. I feel so proud of myself. I'm so happy for you. I get to deliver it. Let's go. Today I will be reading Twisted Hate. I am actually I'm 81 pages into Twisted Hate. So I think that means that I'm reading it. So far my thoughts are, I kind of like it. I do like the animosity between Jules and Josh. I know that people do not like Josh for some reason. I think he lied or something. I'm not too sure, but I know he did something crummy, and I will see for myself what this man did and if it is redeemable. I'm only 81 pages in. It says this is 590 pages. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'll get to you once I am further in or something happens. Hey guys, so update on Twisted Hate. So I am 200 pages in. Are we serious? I'm surprised too. But let me give you a quick recap of what has happened. So basically we start out from Josh is still upset about Alex and Ava being together. He's not rocking with Alex. And then Jules, we kind of know nothing about Jules in the beginning. So we're kind of just following her along and like getting to know her. What we do know is that Josh and Jules, they do not like each other. They do not like each other. They are enemies, or not enemies. They just have a displeasing towards each other. They have this kind of back and forth, jabbing each other, making snarky comments. They kind of challenge each other. And so they're at Ava's birthday dinner. Alex tries to talk to Josh. Josh is like, I'm not having this.
Don't think we're gonna be best friends.
I was like, oh, sick. I mean, but like, Alex, you lied to this man for 8 years? Now you're dating his sister? Babe, I would shoot him. Like, I would shoot him too. So then Jules and Stella, they get this new apartment and it's way out of their budget. Tell me why Christian walks in. Christian from Twisted Lies, the next book after this, he comes in and gives them the place for the amount that they can afford. Are we serious? And like, you can already tell that he was kind of liking and feeling Stella, so I'm excited. After their interaction, I needed Stella and Christian's book. Who is Jules and Josh? But no, it was really cute. I remember he was like, what's your name? And Stella was like, Stella, and he was like, Stella.
Are we serious?
Hey, what? And then Ava and Alex had planned this lodge trip to Vermont, and they asked Jules and Josh to go. So they go on this trip. Josh and Jules are skiing together. It's cute hearing them bicker with each other. And then she has terrible period cramps, so then she goes into the cabin, right? They don't see her. They don't see her for a while. And then this gives Josh and Alex some time to rekindle. And I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing them being friends again. It was very cute, very boy best friend. Like, I really liked it. And then, you know, Josh got reminded, like, hey, you fucking lied to me for 8 years, betrayed me, and what, tried to kill my dad? But my dad tried to kill my sister, so now I hate both of you. Get out of my face. So then Josh sees Jules having these like terrible cramps, because Ava's like, she has terrible cramps, don't say anything. He sees her, he's like,
I can't not do anything, like I'm a doctor.
He gets some lavender oil and starts massaging her pelvis area. Okay, like, I don't have that when I'm on my period. Like, what am I doing wrong? They both feel this like tension between them, obviously. So it's not until, I forgot to mention that they work at the same clinic. Jules is wanting to become a lawyer, but she has this job at the clinic to tie her over until she gets to the law school job. And then Josh, he's a doctor, he's a resident, and he's been working at this clinic throughout medical school, right? So they both land this job like together, but like Josh has had it for longer, right? He's telling Jules to get out, whatever. whatever, they fight, then they come to agreement like, hey, it's fine, let's be cordial. So at this job, after Vermont, they go to the bar. Josh, Jules, and then some coworkers are like, let's go to the bar. They go to the bar. One coworker is feeling Josh. He's not feeling it back. Then it's just Josh and Jules by themselves. Then they play this little game of who can get more numbers. Jules wins because, babe, like, that's not a surprise. Like, Jules is that girl. Are we serious? And then they end up having an argument somehow. Really intense, low blows. He's telling Jules her being reckless, like she doesn't take account that affects other people, and she's essentially just very selfish. And she was like, who are you talking to? So then Jules comes back and being like, you need to get over it. Like, talking about him and Alex and Ava, being like, he betrayed me, you need to grow up, basically. So they're taking these low blows at each other, and then they end up having sex. Intense fight, tensions are building. I hate you, let's have sex. They get nasty and dirty on the porch. Well, they just kiss on the porch, and then they get nasty and dirty on the floor. So, and then now they have this agreement that they're essentially like not friends with benefits, because they're not friends, but friends with benefits agreement that like whenever they could just be like, tonight, my place, and then like they'll go have sex. And they're like,
I'll never fall in love with Jules.
I could never have a crush on Josh.
who are you fooling? Because it's not me. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I really like it. I keep hearing, because I had to check the reviews, that Josh does something at the end, and I really gotta see if he breaks my heart. Do you actually do something that's unforgivable? Because, you know, I've dealt with my share of morally gray characters. Some, you're too far off the deep end. Some, okay, you're just climbing up the ladder. You know what I mean? So like, we gotta judge him, see what's going on. But yeah, I'll get back to you once I'm like, I don't know how far I'm in. I'm like 200 pages. I don't know what percentage that is, but I'll get back to you when something crazy happens. All right, I don't know how long it's been since I gave you guys an update on Twisted Hate, but I'm on page 300. So I'm gonna give you some quick updates I wrote down in my notes. So I want to know why this went from being a enemies with benefits type of romance book to Jules used to steal shit, she used to rob people. It's turning from a romance to a thriller. What is this little stealing stuff from? I don't even know who that man is. I think it's her stepdad. But no, so her and her ex-boyfriend, which I think he's abusive, I don't know, but they used to like rob people. Huh? And now he's using their sex tape that they filmed to like get revenge on her. That's incredibly sick. Someone notify Alex. I don't like the man, but somebody notify him so he can get to work on this man. And maybe call up Christian so that we can also see Christian. Thank you. But yeah, speaking of which, Josh and Alex, they made up, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss their friendship. So I'm glad they're on good terms now. Josh and Jules, they're still, you know, in that little agreement, doing what they have to do. And then I also found out that this is occurring. Twisted Games ended off on Bridget and Reese's wedding. And then they were like, where's Josh and Jules? And now they're at their wedding, like the point that I'm at right now, they're at the wedding. They had just gotten arrested. Oops, all the girls. So Josh and Jules are in their little entanglement arrangement while that was going on. Interesting. So while Bridget and Reese were doing their thing, kind of Josh and Jules were doing their thing. Got it. So when Josh and Alex made up, Josh asked Alex how he knew that Ava was the one. And he was saying some cute shit. Like, I can't even front. Like, you guys know I don't like him. But the things he was saying was kind of cute. He was like, when I'm not with her, I wish I was there. When I am with her, I want that moment to last forever. And then Josh was like, I've only had that feeling with one woman. And we all know who that woman is. We all know who that is. Don't even play. Like, you like her. That's okay. And then Jules had this revelation that she liked him when she saw him making breakfast. Are we serious? And honestly, they actually get along and they have a lot in common. Like, her past is kind of her trauma, and then Josh has this daily trauma of his mom dying, Ava almost drowning. No, did she almost drown? Yeah, she did, because she has the fear of water. Ava almost dying twice, and then he's a doctor, so he's seeing people die left and right. Like, Josh, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Josh might need therapy, and I feel really bad for him. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, but I think I'm almost halfway. Let's see really quick. I'm officially 50% in. God is good. I'm 51% in to be exact. Okay, but I will let you guys know if anything else happens. Y'all, quick update. Okay, so Josh keeps repeating this phrase, oh my god, that Alex said. He's like, when I'm not with her, I wish she was there. When I am with her, I want that moment to last forever. Yeah. Then Jules and Josh, they were at Bridget and Lucy's wedding, and he was she was one of the bridesmaids, and he kept looking at her, and just the way he was describing her was so cute. And then like she met his eyes, and then they were holding each other's gaze for a second. It was so cute. And then he started getting jealous when Jules was talking to this other guy. I'm like, bro, you have to lay your ground, you have to mark your territory, you gotta tell her that you like her. So he was jealous, and then he said, he's like, we have to talk, right? So then he pulls her into this room, and she's basically like, why do you care what I do, basically? And he says, because you're mine.
Let another man touch you, Jules, and you'll find out just how easily I can take a man's life
as I can save one. Yeah, so this just went up a star. Hey guys, so I'm like 416 pages in. I think that's about 70%. And listen, Josh went to the jail to visit Michael, right? Because Michael had been sending him all these letters. So he finally is like, okay, I need closure. Goes to the jail, opens up the letters, and he's talking with his dad. And his dad is basically like, hey, I met these friends, and, you know, things are really like coveted in jail. Prescription pills. And I was like, no way. No way is Josh's dad about to pimp out Josh for prescription pills? That's not happening, right? Yeah, that happened. Are we serious? So you don't care about his doctor career, you don't care about who he's with, what he's up to, the fact that you try to murder his sister, you just want prescription pills so you can have protection in jail. Got it, you can rot. So Josh left the prison and left his dad in there with it. Yes, Josh! And now him and Jules are, they're dating now, kind of, yeah. I think it was when Jules' mom died that when did they start dating? I forget. I really don't remember. Sorry guys, oops. But yeah, he went to Ohio so he could be with Jules for her mom that passed away. She realized her mom was a piece of shit. Then, you know, Josh realizes his dad is a piece of shit. Well, I could have told him that, like, babe, are we serious? And yeah, now they're just like together, and I'm waiting to see that break apart. Not that I want it to break apart, but you know, guys, we have like almost 200 pages left. Something has to go wrong, you know what I mean? But one thing I wanted to make note of that I really like is that they're not losing their banter. Sometimes with enemies to lovers, or maybe even if two characters have a very like sarcastic, playful banter, like they like to tease each other, they lose that. It starts to subside. And that's the whole reason why I like this couple in the first place. And now that they're in love, that's no more. I like that they still have this playful side and they still tease each other, and it's being consistent. Absolutely. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll get back to you probably when I finish the book. And also forgot to mention that, you know, with all these twisted books, they have some type of crazy subplot. So the subplot between Max and Jules, you know, like them like stealing stuff and selling it for money. So Max is keeping their sex tape that they made as revenge so he could get Jules to do whatever he wants. So he called her up after Josh got back from the prison and was like, you need to steal this piece of art. I'm sending you the art. She looks at the picture. It's the art piece that Josh has in his apartment. Now we see the conflict. So she has to steal Josh's art. So is she going to explain why she has to do this? Is she just going to take it? I need to see how Josh is going to get mad at her and say the things he says because everyone's mad at him. I'm confused. We'll see. So Max gave her a week to be able to steal this painting, right? She's like,
3 days have passed.
what are we waiting for? Do we want the tape to be released? And then she's going to be like, I couldn't think of a feasible solution that didn't involve revealing the truth about my past.
If you don't tell Josh what's going on,
because listen, y'all, like if she goes through with this, and she does, because I'm past the part. So she went through with this. Josh has already had people in his life that has manipulated him, lied to him, and now it's going to be Jules. First it was Michael, then it was Alex, and now Jules. And he was literally like, I've never felt this way about anyone. He almost told her that he loved her on the phone. Like, girl, we have to do something there. We have to fix the situation. So now she's going to Christian. And why was Christian looking behind Jules trying to find if Stella was behind her? Yeah, he loves our Black Queen. And then he was like, what can you offer me to like erase the tapes or whatever? And she was like, I'll sing your praises to all my friends. And he was like, deal. Are we serious? Yeah. It is Christian hacking. He gave Jules a device. The device was a wireless hacking tool Christian had developed himself, girl. And then it says, I had to be within 5 feet of the hacking target. Guys, I think I'm like 80% through. I got to the part where Jules tells Josh everything and it was so sick, but he ate her up. He ate her up. I have to take Josh's side, guys, okay? Because this is the thing. I screenshotted the parts. Wait. Oh? Okay, here it's down. Earlier today, I was saying that Jules should have just told Josh the truth from the fucking beginning, and then we wouldn't have, or not even the beginning, like she should have just told him the truth, like once she was asked for the painting, right? She didn't want to do that because she was scared of how he would react. Oh my god. Some of the pages, they're like messed up. Like, why are my notes from 469 above page 459? So he was saying some crazy stuff. It was getting kind of mean, but like, let's break this down, guys. He had to deal with his dad lying, his best friend lying, and Jules was there with him, like when he was still dealing with all this. Like in the beginning of the book, he was not friends with Alex. She was the one that was like, hey, you're holding this grudge, getting him through it, trying to help him get back to Alex. So she has seen what lying has done to him. Twice! So why do you think it's a good idea? Or not even that. Why do you think, how do you think he's going to take you lying to him when you have been there from the beginning? Let's seriously think about this, Jules. And she said it herself. She was like, I'm an idiot. I'm like, babe, I could have told you that. My dog could have told you that. Are you serious? I remember she was getting on the train. She was like,
I expected him to take it bad, but not that bad.
girl, he is a victim of lying. The reason why his relationships have ended thus far is because of lying. And you just lied to him. You just lied. What? And then I'm full support of Josh, right? Because she should have just told him, come on, just tell the man. And then Alex's ass. Alex is what really gets me. Because I was starting to like him. I'm not gonna lie. But then he sets because they kidnapped Max, they hit him, they tortured him. And then Alex, why do you feel the need to give your opinion on these situations? So let me tell you what he says. You're in love with Jules for God knows what reason. Oh, wait, the shade? I didn't even realize he said what's with the shade? Why he violate you? Anyway, I hate Alex so much. I cannot believe. Anyway, you're upset she lied after she told you the truth. Yes. How? Yes. Because she should have told the truth from the jump. You're not smart, Alex. Then he's like, Jules may have lied to you, but she also willingly told you the truth. If she kept her mouth shut, you probably would have never found out what she did. Yeah. That's what happens when you lie and you don't tell the truth. Lying is a huge problem. Like, Josh said everything he needed to say when he told the girl to get out. He said all he ever wanted was trust and honesty, and she couldn't give it to him. So then, thus, babe, the relationship's over. Like, there's nothing that needs to be said. And then he kept talking because he was like, the only reason someone would have made an unprompted confession like that is because they want a fresh start. Girl, didn't you lie to Josh? So I just really want to know why we're giving Alex the time of day when he literally lied for 7 years. No, right? And him saying willingly, like she went out of her way to tell him the truth after she... Girl, are we serious? And I'm sorry, did Alex tell Josh the truth or did Josh have to find it some other way? I don't really remember. And then this is so manipulative. He says, but according to you, she didn't tell you earlier because she was afraid of how you would react. She didn't think you'd take her side. Now tell me, how did you react when she finally told you? There is some type of manipulation going on here. Because then he's like, what the hell have I done? Nothing, Josh. You have done nothing wrong. Are we serious? How did you react? The only way someone's supposed to react when their partner lies to them? So I will say this, at this time, I did... Ooh, me in the background. Hey! I did forget about what Josh did. Oopsie daisy, I'm sorry. When he said, I forgive you, they had sex, and then he said, remember when I said I forgive you, I lied. I did forget that, and I do address it later on in the video. But like what Josh did, that is so messed up. Like, imagine it was happening to me, and I would feel so, my brain would be in a puddle. I would just be like, are you serious? And I'm pretty sure Josh said, like, at least I got to have sex with her before we ended things. Jail. So I'm done. So I'm realistically done, because I really do not want to see Josh grovel for no reason. For virtually no reason, because he did nothing wrong.
What have I done?
Nothing. So the book should be over. I shouldn't have 90 pages left. The book should be closed. The book should be closed because they shouldn't be in a relationship, realistically. Like, I love Josh and Jules together, but like, after that whole fight, you guys do not need to be in a relationship. Josh borderline took advantage of Jules, and Jules lied to him knowing he has trust issues. It's just not a match. I'm gonna do my chemistry homework. I'm gonna get back to this. I'll probably come back to you guys tomorrow when I finish the book. This is unbelievable. Alright guys, so I finished Twisted Hate a few hours ago. I did record something like right after I finished it, and I decided, you know what, we're gonna delete that because I need my thoughts to marinate for a second. So I sat with the book for a little bit, and then I also went to the reviews and watched people's thoughts on it. And tell me why I forgot about that scene where after Jules lies, Josh says, I forgive you, and then they have sex, and then he's like, remember when I told you I forgave you? I lied. I completely forgot about that scene, because you know why? Because I was like, this is some form of like consent was played with, in my opinion, because I put that in my perspective. I was like, what if I was Jules, right? I had just lied to you. I'm like, okay, this is me confessing. Don't get me wrong, I do still think that Jules, she has some blame, right? But I come to you, I'm like, I'm sorry, I lied, I did the stealing, I stole your, I broke into your home. Then your partner's like, it's okay, I forgive you. And you're like, okay. Like, you guys have this dynamic where, like, it somehow is gonna end in sex, like, every conversation. So then you have sex, and then he's like, remember when I forgave you? I lied. Oh? And then he's gonna proceed to say some nasty thing. Oh, this is weird. So, do I think Jules did wrong? Yeah, absolutely. She knows that he has trust issues. But Josh doing that, like, you could have, like, retaliated in some different kind of way. Like, that was kind of very nasty of you. And I don't really like that, Josh. I completely forgot about that. And you know why I forgot? Because I was just like, I don't like that. So I immediately, like, didn't even process the scene. And I'm so glad that I read that comment, because it just brought back just, like, what the fuck, Josh? Like, that's weird. I don't like that about you. I don't like that you did that. I really don't like that third act conflict at all. Yeah, there's that. And then in efforts to what I did like, I like the consistency of them being enemies, like I said before. I also like the ending was pretty cute. I was about to say I didn't cringe at their sex scenes. Yeah, I did at some points, because I was just like, okay, I don't need to read that. You guys are getting a little too nasty and freaky for me. Other than that, the pacing was fine. I saw someone say it was really slow. I didn't feel that at all. And I'm usually one to complain about pacing and how long a book is. This book was almost 600 pages for me, the version I have. I never complained about this book is so long, this book is so slow. So that's saying something. Alex and Ava got married, and I would really be happy for them if I gave two shits about Alex. I hate that man with a passion. He almost got me. I almost succumbed to his trap. I almost got back in the boat. But you know what I realized? I was like, I don't like you. You made me remember why I didn't like you. Because when he was over there, and now like my perception is changing of Jules, Josh, and that whole thing. I was really against Jules, but now I'm like somewhere in the middle because, you know, of everything I just explained. But anyway, Alex was really supplying Josh with this advice, and he was like on Jules' side and like advocating for her because like she lied. And it was just like, girl, you literally lied to Josh as well. Like, you are the main suspect. You are the criminal, babe. Are we serious? So I really just didn't like it. Doesn't make sense. It's like a double negative. It's like an oxymoron. Like, that's who Alex is. Who are you to give us advice on what we should do about someone lying to us when, babe, you've been doing it for like 7 years? Like, get out of my face. But I will admit, Alex did do some really cute things. Like the way Ava and him were in the book, I really liked it, and I hate to admit that. But do I hate him? Absolutely. Bridget and Reese were also being married couple, very husband-wife. I remember they were on FaceTime with Bridget, the whole girl group, and Reese was in the background. Oh my god, it's so cute. That is so domestic. I actually love that for them. And I'm also learning that Twisted Games, yes, might be one of my favorites of the series. We gotta see, because guys, Twisted Lies is upon us, because now Stella's in that apartment alone and she doesn't even have to pay Jules' half of the rent, because Christian, like, I'm so excited for Christian. As in terms of what I'm gonna rate this book, I'm on the verge of like a 3.75. Earlier I gave it 4 stars, but now after remembering what happened, I might have to do like a 3.75. But yeah, also Twisted Lies is not gonna be read in this video. It's going to be coming up later. I don't want to hold this video off. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Let me know, do you agree with my opinions on Twisted Hate? What's your favorite of the series? How are you feeling? Any other books you want me to read? And yeah, I'll see you guys. It just cut me off. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Sick.